Hi guys, it's Dorian, the anti-Bridezilla. I am back again with another video. This time we are talking about love, or specifically beauty that works for love, because as you guys know, Valentine's Day is around the corner. So that means that lots of people are going to be thinking about what they could wear, what they could look like for hopefully what will be ideally an engagement, as Valentine's Day kind of rounds out engagement season, which typically runs from right after Thanksgiving all the way through February 14th. So today we are going to be doing a little bit of swatching, and then we're also going to be covering some other pieces that I have from different brands that they sent to me to talk about for Valentine's Day that I think would be great for you guys. And some of the things that I'm featuring today in this video are things I'm actually wearing in terms of my own makeup look, but as usual, everything that I have on will go at the very end of my video, so you guys will be able to see exactly what I have. And as usual, also I have my micellar water with me. So today, again, I am using the Airborne micellar water, and again, I just really like it because it doesn't dry my skin out. It's very hydrating, and also it doesn't have too much of a smell to it. I'm actually very scent sensitive, so anything that has too much perfumes in it can actually create migraines for me, so I tend to prefer things that don't have a scent. Today we actually have a number of different items across categories. So some people really love to play with color in their hair. I'm one of those people as well. For people who don't know outside of the YouTube universe, for me, whenever I want to play with color or texture, I usually turn towards extensions. I think that that's a safer bet for me than actually playing with my own natural hair, which I love and I don't want to damage. So if you're one of those people that you like to switch up your color as quickly as you can and you don't want to be bound to it too much, you're going to love these two really hair makeup style pieces from Splat. So Splat has two options. We have Piercing Pink and Red Pop, and these are actually colors that they come with a built-in comb, so you can actually just comb this in straight into your hair as is, and then it's going to be ready to go. And then you basically, I believe these are for one rinse or for one application, and you just basically can wash your hair and it's gone. So these two are great color options, which are both available in drugstores, so it's really easy to find them. So moving right on, the next one we have are three lip colors from Sarah Happ. So if you've spent time on my website, you know that Sarah Happ is a brand that I really, really love. I'm actually wearing one of her colors today, which is the pink slip. And the thing that I love about Sarah Happ's products is that they're really hydrating, and she really is about lip care. And people kind of don't spend as much time focusing on caring for their lips as they should when it comes to skincare. So especially with it being Valentine's Day, or even if you're just engaged, you're going to spend a lot of time realistically kissing your significant other. And kissing them with dry, scratchy lips is just not the move. So basically with Sarah Happ's products, with the lip slip, it's just a really hydrating lip gloss. And so let's just go ahead and swatch these so you can check it out. And the other thing that I love about these colors, and even just her products in general, is that they're not heavily fragranced, which again is a big thing for me. A lot of people just don't prefer products that have chemical fragrance in them. I'm one of them. I prefer if somebody uses something that has like more natural scents, like cucumber or even jasmine. And even though I'm not a huge fan of lavender, even that is better than some of the perfumed scents that people come up with. Okay, so here are the three swatches from Sarah Happ's lip slip. So the first shade, which is this really pale pink at the bottom, is actually called the Ballet Slip. Then we have the pink slip, which is what I'm actually also wearing in today's look. And then we also have the Ruby Slip. So interestingly enough, I originally didn't think I was going to like the Ruby Slip. I just assumed it was going to be very, very high gloss. But now that I'm actually looking at it, you can probably also pick it up here in this overhead camera. You can kind of see that it's not as high gloss as the other two shades. So this would actually be something that I would pick, because I've kind of gotten into the I only wear red matte lip kind of mindset in the last few months, or even years, honestly. So this is something that I would definitely give it a try. And something I would definitely recommend for you guys, which I usually always do when I do lip product reviews, as I'm currently swatching off Sarah Happ's lip color. And as you can see right now, it's definitely bleeding a lot for the red color. So I would highly, highly, highly recommend that if you are going to wear this color, you need to prime, because otherwise your lips are going to have a lot of staining and you're going to be fighting to get this color off. Moving on, we're actually going to change lanes for a moment, and we're gonna walk away from lips, and we're gonna talk about highlight. So highlight, everybody loves it, and depending on, you know, the level that you love, some people like that in your face Instagram style, and some people like it a little bit more understated and subdued. Today I'm definitely wearing a bolder version of it, and again, usually when I'm doing these videos, the reason why is because, as I mentioned before, when you're doing these videos with all these lights on me, it'll wash me out. So if I don't put a bolder, stronger foundation or face on, it tends to make me look like I have nothing on, which is not the look I want to go for. So for today, we're actually, I am also wearing this highlight, and this highlight is the Buxom Divine Goddess. So it's a 3-pan palette, as you can see here, that offers a variety of options. So it goes from a very cool, cold, kind of almost pale gold all the way to a normal gold and then to a really bold copper. So I'm actually wearing the copper, which is the Athena. And the thing about this is that it's actually called, the way Buxom describes it is to say that it is a, if I remember correctly, a gel to a powder. Now, do I think that's the case? No, I actually think that it's really more of a cream. And what I found to be the best way to apply this was to use a damp blending sponge and then just dip it into the pan and then apply it like that. So let's just go ahead and swatch this, and then I'll show you the results. Okay, so here we have from top to bottom, Athena, Luna, and then Venus, as you can see. So they're all actually really pretty. Personally, my preference is the one that I initially chose, which I'm wearing today, which is Athena. I just think that for warmer skin tones and for darker skin tones, it probably appears a little bit better and looks less frosty, as opposed to example like Venus, which I think probably for somebody who's more fair skin or really does want to go for that frosty look, that's probably a better option for them. So having actually put this on with my fingers versus using my blending sponge, I would say them saying gel to powder, I don't know, this still, even on the pieces that are on my hand, it still feels pretty creamy. So powder, I'm not quite sure where they're getting that from. Either way though, one thing I do love, because this is the second time I'm wearing this product, it's really blendable, it's very easy, and I found that honestly using a damp sponge to apply it was the nicest way, just because it kind of made it so that for someone like myself who doesn't want an in-your-face kind of chunky highlight, this actually was, by doing it as a damp application, I was able to get it to just have the right amount of shading, and it wasn't too intense or in your face. So I think, you know, if you want it bold and strong, then maybe use your fingers or use just a dry brush or sponge. If you want something a little bit more airbrushed and glowy and not so intense, then definitely I recommend the damp application method. All right, and now we're gonna take another turn back into lip colors. This time a brand that you guys are familiar with that I've mentioned on here before. So we're gonna cover Isadora. Like I've mentioned, they're based in Europe, but they're also now available in like Walgreens and Duane Reade. So they sent me, in addition to a lot of the other stuff that I covered in some previous videos, they sent me these two colors that, okay, oh, that's not good. Okay, well they sent me colors, but it kind of fell apart. So unfortunately I can't review this one. Put that away. Okay, so they originally sent me two, but one of them broke. So they sent me a color, which I think is gonna be really pretty, and it's a classic red. So this color is called Summer Red, and it's actually a blue-based red, which is actually one of my preferred shades of red, just because I think for darker skin tones and for my skin tone it tends to look better and it's more complementary than one that's a little bit orangey. So let's just go ahead and swatch Summer Red. So one thing I love about this particular lipstick from Isadora is that it's really hydrating, and it also offers a huge amount of pigment. If you guys saw just in the one stroke that I did, you get really intense coverage, and that's something that's really important, because if you ever used a lipstick or any lip color where it felt like you had to use half the product in order to get it to show up, that's kind of a problem. So this is nice. I also love that it's hydrating. It didn't feel like it was dragging at all across my skin when I did the swatch, and I will definitely have to test this out to be able to tell you guys like how long wearing it is, because I think this is just a really pretty shade. And much like with Sarah Happ, I definitely recommend that you guys use a primer when you, if you're going to use the Summer Red shade from Isadora. As you can see, there's still a little bit of the pigment left on my skin, even though I've been using a really good makeup remover. So continuing on, we are now going to finish up lip colors and lip options with Winky Lux. So you guys know that I actually love Winky Lux a lot. I feature them on the site as well as here on YouTube a number of times. So we have 2 colors and a lip pencil. So this first color is called Juicy, and it's a very pretty, almost like a salmon pink kind of shade that I think would be great for some people. Let's see if this is, so it's definitely a gloss, and it's a little sheer, but it does offer good coloring, I would say. My only complaint here is, you know, obviously for swatches it's not an issue, but this is a really, really small wand to use, so you might need to dip in a couple of different times to reach the level of color that you are looking for. So then the next shade we have, so this actually, these two, this lip gloss and this lip pencil come together in a set. So this lip gloss is called Maraschino, like the cherries, which is really cute. And actually this might be a matte, actually. Yeah, this is probably a matte shade. This is very pretty, as you can see right there. And then let's see what the lip liner looks like. Okay, so this is cool. I like lip liners that are like this, where they're actually crayons and it's not, or like retractable or whatever you would call it, type crayons, where you don't have to actually, what do you call it, shave them down to get them to stay sharp. So here is the lip crayon, and the lip crayon is called Red Velvet. And I do believe, yeah, this should be, yeah, this is twist up. So you can twist it up as you start to wear through it. So these are the 3 hues from Winky Looks that I think are ideal for Valentine's. So again, we have Juicy, which is the pink. We have Maraschino for the actual matte hue, which be interesting to see this dry. It seems like it's taking a while to dry down. So I'll definitely let you guys know in the article version whether this thing ever actually dried down or not, or if it's just meant to be kind of like a low sheen satin. And then here is the lip pencil. So those are the 3 from Winky Looks. All right, and final options for Valentine's Day beauty. I have 2 eyeshadow palettes that I actually received earlier this week from Pixie by Petra. So if you guys from YouTube are not familiar, Pixie Beauty is yet another brand that I am an influencer for. So yes, they did send me these 2 palettes, but I actually am wearing some colors from these today. So I am doing obviously a bold eye, which I don't typically do, but I decided to do it because it's, you know, Valentine's Day beauty. This would actually be a look that I could consider seeing myself wear if I was going to do something for Valentine's Day. So here, basically, there are 2 palettes that are focused on shimmer and chromatics. So the first one here is called Reflex Light, and it actually features 12 shimmer shades. These are the 12 shimmer shades in the Reflex Light palette. So I am actually wearing, I used this as an all-over base on my lower lid, and then I used this in the middle corners, I guess, of my eyes. So these shades are called Pink Luster, which is this hue right here. And then I have Auburn Blaze on here, which Auburn Blaze is really pretty. It's really more on my skin. I felt like it was more of a rose gold, but so that's the one option, the one palette they sent me literally last week. And then the other one is, this is called Natural Beauty, but this is like a very pink focused type of palette where it's a mix of mattes and actually, yes, it's a mix of mattes, low shimmers, and then really intense glitter shades as well. And you have a range from very pale pinks all the way down to your darker browns. So this would be a great palette for like a smoky eye. And this one, I initially used Bronze Gleam, which is this hue right here. So those are some of the shades. If you're curious about everything that I used in my eye look today, again, that will all be on one of the final cards at the end. That's kind of pretty much it that I have for today. This was really meant to be a really quick beauty roundup. I will be back soon with another video. Definitely this month. I don't quite know when officially right now. I will be doing some more video footage. Ideally, I'm heading up on my next travel media trip. So at the end of this month, I'm going to be heading to San Francisco to highlight San Francisco as a place for destination weddings. And so I'll kind of start kicking off travel content for this site as well. So my YouTube channel will be a true mirror of the type of content that you can find on theantibridezilla.com. So definitely stay tuned for that, and that's another really good reason to continue to follow me on Instagram, because then you'll see content as it's up to date versus when I finally get into editing and fix it. So that was everything for today. Please make sure to subscribe, like, comment, share with everybody that you think would like this type of content. All the products that I featured, again, will be in an article that will go into the links down below. And definitely, if you haven't had the chance, check out some of the other videos that I've already made that are going to be available here and here. And thank you guys so much. Have a great weekend, and hopefully you have a happy Valentine's Day. And if not, do something special for yourself. So have a great weekend, guys. Bye.